Hi, this is Pete with wrapmyspyder.com. Today we're featuring one of our new products. It's our Conform Chrome Boomerang kit for the 2020 Spyder RT. So this body line on the side of the bike lends itself to an accent. So we have done some colored accents in vinyl graphics that you can apply there to accent that panel, and it really makes a big difference in the way the bike looks. But today we're going to show you how to apply our Boomerang kit, and this is out of our Conform Chrome material. So we have an air dam kit for the front air dam 3-piece kit that we also did a video on to feature. This is our Conform Chrome. It's flexible chrome, has a 3M adhesive backing, but we've basically made pre-cut inlays for this boomerang area in this Conform Chrome. So this will be a really cool chrome accent. It'll set your bike apart from a lot of the other ones, and it will also enhance the little bit of chrome that BRP has already installed on the bike. So let's get started, and we'll show you some tips on applying this Conform Chrome. So this is a laser cut product. It's made to fall into place, so placement is somewhat important because you don't have a ton of flexibility. So the first thing you're going to do, of course, is prep your surface. Like we always recommend, the 70% rubbing alcohol and paper towel. You want to make sure that there's no wax on this surface area. And once, as we've shown in some of our other videos, when you're prepping the surface, once you feel that your surface is ready to accept the graphic, why not take a piece of masking tape and stick it to the surface. This is just a little tape test, we call it, and then try to pull it off. If you get good resistance, then you know you're ready to start your application. If that tape pulls right off, you need to continue to prep, because this is really important for long time durability of the product staying on the machine. Now, before you start your install, there is one thing that we would like you to do. In your kit, you're going to find that you're going to receive one of these, a 3M adhesive promoter. Basically, this product is insurance to help prevent any peel back because this area is cupped. So you have this all prepped, ready to install. Before you start your install, we want you to apply the promoter. So basically, you want to put the promoter in this cupped area. You could work your way down if you like. Try to keep it on the application surface only. I put a piece of tape here to help prevent any of it from hitting the panels of the bike. So primarily right here in this cupped area, maybe a little bit down right here. As it flattens out and goes thin, shouldn't be a problem. If you wanted to, do a little streak just for insurance, that's fine. But this is going to help to ensure that you don't have any peel back. So let your promoter dry, and then once that's dry, then continue on with your application. But this should be done primarily just before you start your install. So the first thing that we do is we just took 2 pieces of tape and we put it on the upper section of our boomerang and taped it into position where we want it to fall. So basically, we taped it into place. We took the bottom piece, we aligned it so that they're aligned together, and to make sure that when we put the 2 pieces together, you have as tight a gap as possible at the front there. And that looks pretty good. So that's taped into place. Then what you can do is a marker to indicate where and what angle. Even though you'd be able to see it and kind of freestyle it into place if you wanted to, this is just a little bit of insurance for you. So now, when you set this in place, as long as you're parallel with your piece of tape, you know that it's going to fall where it needs to fall. So then we can go ahead and remove our positioning tape. Again, we've already prepped this surface, so you're going to expose the adhesive. This piece you have a little bit of flexibility on because it goes thinner as it goes to the outer edge. So let's expose that adhesive for that bottom edge. We usually fold it back. This will give you something to pull from. And then you're going to want to set it in place, again parallel with your piece of tape. And we're going to check our angle. And what I would recommend is you just tack that outer tip. And then you're going to, with your hand, hold it into place. If you don't like it, lower it down. Whole idea is to get it to fall right on that tape line that parallel tape line that you made. All right. So then check the fall of the tip as it goes to the back. Once you have it where you want it, then we can bring the paper liner off. And just like on our air dam kit, we're going to work it into place. Holding with your left hand, in this case, holding it in place where you want it to fall. Shouldn't move as long as you don't move this hand. And it's created to pretty much fall in the middle of the panel. We give you a little bit of wiggle room as it is. And then when you get to the end, you can peel it off. Should fall where it needs to fall. And once it's down, you're going to push on it there. So that's tacked and installed. We can go back if you want, if you're excited to see it, peel back that Mylar to expose that really cool chrome accent. Once we have the top piece on, we can go ahead and remove our tape. I'm just going to do another quick wipe, and we're ready to apply the bottom section. The bottom section's a little bit trickier because there's a dip right here, and the material has to conform in the dip. So if you see, can you see that? When I push it in, it'll actually fall, and then you can check your outer edge. So this kit's designed, like I had mentioned, to butt up as tight as possible, and that's what you're going to use for alignment. So this curve should be continuous as it goes around. So let's expose our adhesive. And this is the 3M adhesive. So as long as your surface is prepped good, you're installing in appropriate temperature, 65 degrees Fahrenheit or warmer is what we recommend. So I've peeled back, I've exposed a little bit of adhesive. You're just going to tack that outer tip, and then we put a tab here so we can pull it back once we have it where we want it. So we're going to go nice and tight and aligned. We're going to tack that outer edge right there. Now let's check it. So you want to push it. You can see the line of the body behind the material. You want to push it into the groove, into that dip. When you do that, then you're going to check this outer edge of the material, because as you're installing it, you'll be able to, because it does get thin, you'll be able to kind of adjust it if you need to, but it's pretty much going to fall into place because it's built into the design. So once you have it where you want it, pull back some of that adhesive, and we are going to work across the top where the two pieces come together, and then down the panel carefully, going into that dip. So you want to work the material. I'm holding it in the air, and that way I can push it down. Now when you get to here, once you get to the dip, you're going to want to get this back edge, get a hold of the back edge. Let's expose some of that adhesive, and the whole idea now is to get it to fall right on that leading edge of the panel. And of course, when you get to the back, you can kind of carefully guide it into place. It's pretty much going to fall into place. And there it is. Now when you have it where you want it, we're going to go back and push it down to make sure that it's tacked. And this is such a cool accent. I think that you guys are really going to like this. What a unique look. And like I said, we do it in colors as well. Installations, ons, push into place. You could always take a hair dryer, warm it, push it down again before you peel the Mylar. This material is scratch resistant, but I certainly wouldn't recommend, rubbing on it intentionally to test it out. Peel back that Mylar, and that's going to expose that new shiny chrome insert that really, really enhances the look of the bike. Adds a little bit of chrome. Such a cool look. Let me back it out. Move this over. So look at that chrome. Isn't that cool? What a great accent. Relatively easy to apply, no drilling. Again, as long as you prep your surface good enough, you install in the proper temperatures, you're not going to have any issues. This is a long-term, outdoor, durable, conform chrome product that's made for this kind of application. So that is the Wrap My Spyder. We're calling it the Boomerang kit. The kit will come left side, right side, 4 pieces in all. And we certainly appreciate you watching. And you can find this product on wrapmyspyder.com. And we thank you very much for watching the 2020 Can-Am Spyder RT Conform Chrome Boomerang kit.